Three, two, one. You live.
And welcome to Bulldogs Stadium as the Greenwood Bulldogs are getting ready to take host to the Holmes Central right here at Bulldogs Stadium. Holmes Central coming in with a record of 4-1, and the Bulldogs are coming off a 1-0 record with a win against the Tigers of McCoy County. What a night for football. The atmosphere is right. The Bulldogs have already is getting lined up. Holmes Central is already on the field, getting ready to go at it one-on-one. Excited about football tonight. I'm Jonathan Hopkins. Will be your camera analyst for the rest of the night to let you know it's Greenwood High School football on 103 Sport Network. Get ready, ESPN Sports Web ready for kickoff. Home Central again is dressed out in their red and white with gold helmets. The Bulldogs are dressed out in their maroon jersey, maroon pants, and their dog helmet, maroon helmet. And I tell you what a contest. Of course, on last year, you do remember and recall that the Bulldogs jumped out to a 12-0 lead, only to see Holmes to come back and blow the game wide open. Different Bulldog team. This year, Coach Gatewood sat on the field, and we're getting ready to find out this team this year have high expectations, talking about the Bulldogs and what they should go last year, went all the way to the last round of the playoff without losing a heartbreaker at Louisville. But tonight, the Bulldogs is trying to rebuild on that momentum. We're getting ready. They're lining up right now for the kickoff and home central and kicking off to the Bulldogs. He got a kick. It's a short kick and a fair catch then at the 25-yard line. Right now, I'm waiting for a roster, so if you don't hear the name calling right now, give me a few minutes. They're getting ready to bring my roster up. Bulldog, first and 10 on the 25, look like the 26-yard line, the old 26-yard line. And what a night it is for football. Hot, completely hot. My view right now, glass is not really clear, so I'm gonna try to give it my best shot and try to make sure I can get all 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 I can get to you on this play-by-play tonight. Right now, Smith is in at quarterback. He's looked up from center. He looks it over. He takes a clap. He's in the shotgun. He looks. He takes the snap from center, goes up to the first back up, and I'm telling you, he's met after about a 1 yard, maybe 1 yard gain on that play. Gonna bring up second down and about 8. Like he got 2 yards on it. Second down and about 7. Second and about 7. Coach Gatewood is in his helm, is standing in. Also, athletic director Coach Weaver is sending in the play. Smith sets his team. They looks right. He looks left. He takes the snap from center, pass it again to the up, back to the right. He's on the races. He's gone and brought down at the 39-yard line. And the Bulldogs right now are doing the pump. They're pumping it up right now. And I'm going to tell you what an exciting time it is in Greenwood and the high expectation they have for these Greenwood High School Bulldogs. Again, Coach Weaver is sitting in the center. Smith is in the shotgun. He looked light with a single setback. He throws the ball. He hit Metcalf to the outside. Metcalf take one spin to make one man miss, but a host of them have him brought down, and after about looked like a 5 yard completion to Metcalf, and the Bulldogs look like they're on the move. Started out on their own 25-yard line. Now they're on their own 41-yard line. Again, Smith calls to the snap. He looks right. Singer back in the backfield. He was right. He looks left. He calls out signal. He looks there and he takes the snap from center. He drops back. He lets it go. And hits no man. They caught again by number 14. What a catch what that is by number 14. And he's going to have it on the 35-yard line. First down for the Bulldogs. 10 minutes, 22 seconds left in the first quarter. The Bulldogs on their first possession from the 25. Now they're down to the 35-yard line. Smith again is up in the shotgun. Singer back. He goes right. Booker T is on the road. He takes a sweep from him. And boy, they snipped that one out really good. Not Booker T. Chambers They gave in, did a little people gave it to Chamber, and I tell you what, Home Central was not tricked on that at all. They snipped that one right out, and in fact, looked like he lost the yard on the play. Gonna bring up second down. Second down for the Bulldogs, and look like they lost the yards to be second down in about 11, 9 minutes, 38 seconds. Smith calls out signal, snaps overhead, Singer set back. The ball is back. He looks right, he looks left. He's on the chase. Home Central got him on the run. Smith throws the ball, completed again to number 14. DeMaurice Smith Jr. Oh, what a good reception. Smith on the run and look like we're trying to get a measurement since they're going to get the first down, and they're moving. It's a first and 10 for the Bulldogs. First and 10 for the Bulldogs. And then I tell you what a catch that was and what a maker right in, right there for the Bulldogs. Right now, Smith again on the 22-yard line. He looks right, he looks left. Oh, you got the yellow cloth all over the field. Look like the Bulldogs might have movement. Going to be false start against the Bulldogs. 9 minutes, 21 seconds left in the first quarter. The score, Greenwood 0, Home Central 0. As we still in the first quarter, Greenwood took this drive on the 25-yard line, and now Smith looks right. He looks left. He takes the snap from center, gives it to the up back. He's fumbled. Ball is fumbled on the ground. Greenwood recovered it. Greenwood has recovered his own fumble. I tell you what, Home Central snipped that one out again and put him down for a fumble on the play. So that's got to be a loss for the Dogs. And Coach Weaver right now got to come up with a solution for it. It's third down for the Bulldogs. Third down at the 32-yard line. Third down. And the Bulldog looks out third and about 15. Smith goes. He throws to the end zone. He got a man wide open. He overthrew him. And now going to bring up fourth down for the Bulldog. Still 0-0 score. Trying to make a decision. Punt team is not on the field. Quarterback Smith is still in the ball game. Fourth down. Look like about 20 yards. Fourth and 20. And the Bulldogs right now is going to go for it with all the technician and play on field. He looks right, he looks left, Smith goes, he drops back, he goes, he lets it go, he's wide open, and oh man, like to have been intercepted would have been best. He did just what he did with that one because the interception was only made Home Central lose some yards. Turnover on down. Bulldogs right now is bringing their defense on the field. Home Central offense. Still 8 minutes, 34 seconds left in the first quarter. Score is still 0-0. And I tell you what, you got to know without a shadow of a doubt that this ball game right here is for all the marble. Capacity crowd on hand. Bulldog fans have packed it out. A lot of fans from Home Central has showed up, and they go to pass drop. There goes. He make a miss. Another, the ball is on the ground. Bulldog recovered it. Wait a minute. They lost it back. It goes back to Home Central. Looked like the Bulldog had recovered that fumble, but look like Home Central going to have it. Good to play. Heads up. That ball was in the Bulldog hand, and he just lost it out of his hand. He had the fumble, but looked like he lost the ball some type of way. Second down for the Bulldog, for the Central. Second down, and looked like it's going to be about 15 yards to go for Home Central. Second and 15. Ball is right on the 28-yard line of Home Central quarterback. That snaps. He looks right. He looks left. He takes the snap from center. Fakes it to the up back. Drops it out. Bulldogs like they sneaked that one out again. But look like he's going to pick up about 5 yards on the play, on the reception. Good play right there. Good call. Good run up by him for Home Central. Now going to bring up a third down. Look like third and about 9. Third and about 9 yards to go. And the Bulldogs right now defensively is going to have to come up with a stop here if they want to get the ball back in good, excellent field condition. Third down and about 9 yards. That's called it 8 yards to go for Home Central. They in the eye back. He looks right. Quarterback snap. He takes a snap. He looks right. He looks left. He goes. He goes. He's wide open. He slings it up the middle. It is knocked down by the Bulldog. Should have been intercepted by the Bulldog. I think the Bulldog couldn't decide which man gonna get the interception, but nevertheless, the Bulldog stood and get ready for the punting team of Home Central is working on the field, and you got that ever dangerous one in the gun Chamber, and Metcalf is deep back waiting on the punt from Home Central as they get ready and look over, count the man down on the field. 6 minutes, 51 seconds left here in the first quarter. The ball is done. He looks it over, snaps it back. He get a good high snap. He got a good hit on it. Now look like Metcalf looked at it. Metcalf let the ball go by. I don't think that was a great move for him, but I'm sure the coaches don't like it. You can see Weaver right now beating his hand. At least get the ball, fall on it, stop it. But Metcalf let the ball get back for him, and now the Bulldog right now on the 12-yard line. Man, what a costly play then by Metcalf to not feel that ball, and I'm sure in the coaching staff they're trying to let him know when he comes to the sideline, hey man, you got to touch that one. Put us in pretty bad field condition on that play. So right now we're Bulldog 1st and 10 on their own 11-yard line. Smith still in at quarterback. He looks the team over. Smith, a big young kid, think he's a sophomore. He takes the snap from center. He throws it over and hit Metcalf. Metcalf shakes right. He shakes left. He goes down the sideline. Metcalf brought down on the 30-yard line. Oh, what a play by Metcalf. Bring the ball down on the 30-yard line. That gonna give the Bulldog 1st and 10 from the 30. What a catch from Metcalf from Smith on that tremendous play. Right now, the Bulldog 1st and 10, 6 minutes, 21 seconds left in the first quarter. 0-0. Bulldogs are on the move. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. Right now, again, Smith looks over his offense. He takes it. He looks. He snaps it from center. He fakes a miss up in the backfield, so you have to take that one, tug it, and run it. It looked like he might have picked up 3 yards. But the official gonna bag that one back a little bit. Like he might have got a yard then. Official bag back another yard out of it. He might have got 2 yards out of it. Right now, they're calling for heat. Hey, we're going to take a timeout. We got a timeout on the field. We're going to take one, too. This is Jonathan Hopkins, Greenwood Bulldog, 103 ESPN Radio. Be back in 1 minute.
Okay, you got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're back.
And welcome back to Bulldog Stadium. Greenwood High School Bulldog taking on Holmes Central. And right now we have a 0-0 tie. 5 minutes, 20 seconds left in the first quarter. Bulldog got the ball on their own 31-yard line. It's 3rd down and about 7 yards to go, and Smith is at quarterback. He looks right, he fakes it in, he throws the ball inside, hits Chambers goes right, he's at the 30, he's at the 20, he's at the 10, he's at the 5, touchdown Bulldogs! Turn it, Chamber. What a catch by Chamber from the 30-yard line all the way into the end zone. Looked like to me about a 70-yard completion from Smith. What a play. Bulldogs on the board right now. 6-0. 4 minutes, 53 seconds. Water and what a connection. I heard Dick say if they get them all to Chamber 10 times in a game, the Bulldog cannot lose. And I'm willing to agree with Dick a lot. 10 times, that's one Dick. That's 2 times they done target Chamber 1 time for a loss. And the next time in, they extra point is up. He hit the goal post. And I see Greenwood haven't improved on the kicking game yet. Still waiting on that kicker. Hey, we're going to take a timeout right here. And as we take a timeout, kick it back to the station. You're listening to Bulldog Football on 103 FM ESPN Radio. Be back in 1 minute. Right here in this story downtown. Come try our fresh Moscow crab, red meat, and meat is certified on things. And there's one per quart with the coconut brand or a real nice box 5. They food that performance usually through some running so my store is 423 Carrollton. Summer weather this year at home. This right here will keep you going. Supply and stock on stuff to shut. What do I get? Check out that. If I'm in a roster yet. I am.
Okay, you have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're back.
And that Bulldog kicks off and it goes to Holmes. He takes it at the 20. He's at the 25 and all a host of Bulldogs. The brothers are fumble on the play and look like the Bulldogs might have it. They're pointing to it. They do have it. What a fumble on the play. Picked up by the Bulldogs, a host of Bulldogs over there. I'm trying to see who's going to bring the ball out. But let's get that fumble recovery to the Bulldogs. And the Bulldogs right now are on the go with the ball resting right now. Look like on the 22-yard line. The Bulldogs are at it again. 6-0 Bulldogs score here at home. 4:41 left in the first quarter. And Smith again brings his team to the line. You got to understand that right now, Greenwood with Smith at quarterback is holding and calling the snaps. He looked right, single set backfield. Chambers to the right. Metcalf to the left. He calls it, gives it up, snaps, gives it up to the up back. No, he fakes it. All the blitz gone, and they're going to sack Smith on that play. What a tremendous play by the Holmes Central defense came in, walloped up on Smith, and he didn't have a chance at it. I don't know, a collapsing in the play, but I tell you what, he came at him with everything he had. So right now, Smith again is in the backfield with a single back in the backfield by the name of Addison. Is the running back, Smith, the quarterback. He looks over the offense. He takes the snap. He looks right. He looks left. He takes off through the middle. And they got him go up and piles him up and brings him down. And look like Smith going to pick up that 5 yard that he lost on the snap. I mean, he picked up exactly that 5 yard. Now going to bring up third down and about 10 yards to go. Bulldog just recovered a fumble of Holmes Central, scored 6-0 on a touchdown by Chambers. PAT was missed. Smith takes it, backs up. They got him. They pull him down. They got him sacked again. Sacked him again, and they're going to bag him up to the 32-yard line. And the Bulldogs on this series is not picked up 1 yard behind that fumble. Holmes Central defense have came to light and did what they had to do. It's going to bring up fourth down. Don't look like Bulldogs are going to punt this one. They still got their Regular offense is in the game. 2 minutes, 53 seconds. Smith looks over. Chambers Metcalf is in the receivers box. Also Weatherbroom, and then looks right, and he takes it. He drops back. They're coming at him again. Look like they got him again. He up. Yes, they unbad him, and another sack right now. They're gonna get a Bulldog turmoil, and they got new life coming in for right now for Home Central. I'm sure right now Home Central, with not having their head coach on the sideline, is feeling the pressure that having the basketball coach to come in tonight and take over the job as head coach. And you can kind of see that people say you don't need a coach, but you need that head coach and leadership with a ball club. And right now, it's 1st and 10 for Home Central. They look right. The quarterback takes right. He waves them off, and the flag is on the play. Too many mans in the huddle. They're going to cause them to back it up a little bit for Home Central. Delay a game against them. They're going to back them up, and still going to be first down, but going to drop it about 5 yards. They're going to make it first and no, that's 10 yards. Oh, thank you. That's 10 yards. Going to make it first and about 20. First and about 22 minutes, 36 seconds left in the first quarter, and the Bulldogs snapped that one out immediately. What a play in on the defensive line to come in and make do for that game. It's about 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Bulldogs leading this contest by a score of 6-0. We're in late deep into the first quarter. Bulldog right now on a touchdown by Chamber, about 70-yard reception from Smith, excuse me, to get the Bulldog in that position. Right now, Home Central has got the ball on the 30. He looks right, he looks left. He throws it up the middle. It's wide open. Oh, intercepted by Elmo. What a play that was. I thought it was a completion. He turned around, but I'm telling you, Jermaine Elam turned around, picked it off for the Bulldogs. Now it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs on about the 32-yard line. What an interception that was. Me, myself, looking, thinking that they had got it. They had got it. It's going to be a completion. But what a play that was by the Bulldogs. I think it's design. What a play that was by the Bulldog. Right now, the Bulldog coach Weaver has Smith to the side. He looking right and left and brought Smith in. Bulldog, a tremendous defensive play there by the Bulldog. And Smith is single set back. Chambers is in motion. Fakes it to Chambers. Give it to the first back up, and that Central didn't play on that one. They snipped that one out. Meadow picked up a half a yard on the play. They just gonna give them one because that whole Central defense did snip that play out. One go let the back go anywhere. They was all on top of Addison on that play, and now they got Allison splitting out, and they got Chambers to the right, to the left, Allison in the back. One big backup, Chambers in motion, fakes it to Chambers, fakes it to Allen. He lets it go down the sideline. I think he got it overthrown. That one, what a play that was, though, to go out there and go at it. That one thing about, you got to say about the Bulldogs, like I said, red flag. They don't have red flag, dude. They got a red flag just hit the field. I guess that's one of Home Central flag. Okay, the official taking it to the sideline. What a play right there. And I tell you what, that Bulldogs is right now. It seems like they got that passing game kind of open right now and giving Smith all the time he needs to try to get the ball out. But right now it's about 3rd down and about 3rd and 9. Bulldog lead this thing. Smith drops back. He lets it go. He got Metcalf wide open on the side. He catches it. What a catch that was by Metcalf. Give the Bulldog a 1st and 10 on their own 32-yard line. What a catch that was. Wait a minute. A flag is on. Wait a minute. Let's hold everything. A flag is on the field. Holding, declined. Okay, that was against Holmes Central. What a catch that was. Let's go back to Metcalf. What a catch that was by Metcalf on the 32. I'm talking about Smith has an eye for this game as being a sophomore. I was finna say Hall because he was sitting next to him, but he ain't got his mic and stuff on. But Smith have an eye for the game. I'm talking about he laid that out there. Metcalf went back and got it, get a Bulldogs a first down when it looked like they was getting ready to have to punt this one away on third and about 8. Right now, the Bulldog right now is at the line of scrimmage. He looks right, he looks left with Addison in the backfield, single back eye. He looks, he gives it to Addison, and Addison takes it. There's a little juggler in it, but they can't stop him. He's still on his feet, and he is brought down at the 20-yard line. And it looked like they had a problem with the handoff. But when you're just that good, I guess, when you just that good, you don't let mental errors. I know last year this time it would have been a fumble, but these kids now they done jailed a little bit. They've been together a while, so now they gelling. So hey, we're not gonna make it in a mistake. Right now, the Bulldog is on their own 20-yard line. Smith is in the backfield. He takes it. He runs it. He takes it to Adam. He got a wide open. Who is that, number 15? And they're going to bring him down on the 1-yard line. And that catch was made by Addison. Oh, what a catch that was. And he's down on the 1-yard line. And the Bulldog right now is in scoring position, 20 seconds left in the first quarter. Smith looks right, he fakes it, Smith runs it up himself. No, he's been caught. That's not, yeah, he brought him down. He didn't get in. They no signal from the officials. That played like it was kind of slowly developed. When Smith tried to run it in, was slowly developing. We're going to take it into the second quarter. We're going to take a timeout right now. You're listening to Bulldog Football on ESPN Radio 103. We'll be back in 1 minute. What's it? You left your microphone. We can't use this on the sideline. Huh? Well, you got time to go home and get it. And I can go down there in about the second half, so I can get all my interviews in. Because people are calling for you at home. They want to hear you. We need to raise some money about some clay. I said, we need to raise some money about some clay. Huh? Man, can't see nothing. You think you're seeing 11, you see a 10. See him in my truck tonight. I got it. I'm riding now. Finally. Been about a year and a half, 2 years. Been about going on 2 years. Huh? Yeah, man. Waited too long. I've been here. He'll tell me when I'm back. Hello? Hello? And welcome back to Bulldog Stadium. Right now, the Greenwood Bulldogs is on the 1 yard line. Smith brings the team up to the huddle. He looks right. He looks left. He goes in. Single set backfield. He takes the snap for center. Move over behind. Touchdown Bulldog. What a run that was by Smith to look it in for the Bulldog and go into the end zone again right now with 10 minutes, 56 seconds left in the second quarter, the Bulldogs are leading this contest by a score of 12-0. They went for the 2-point conversion, no good, and now the Bulldogs are getting ready to kick it off to Holmes Central. Bulldogs leading the contest right now by a score to 12-0. 10 minutes, 56 seconds, Bulldog kicks it. It goes to Holmes Central, goes out of bounds. Do I see a flag? No, they're going to call it roll out. So they're going to be 1st and 10 for Holmes Central on the 20.5 yard line, if you can call it that. That's why I see his marker here. So he moved it to the 21 yard line, 1st and 10 for Holmes Central. And I know those guys are hot on the field because it's hot in this booth. There's no air, and I'm sweating like somebody out in the field. But we're going to have to get it done right now. The Bulldog defense is on the field. Holmes Central have just brought their offense to the field. They look right and full. 10 minutes, 56 seconds left in the second quarter. Score, Greenwood 12, Holmes Central 0. I thought they should have bring the ball out to the 35 yard line. Now they're bringing it out to the 35. I'm wondering, they kicked it out of bounds. It should have been at the 35. Now they have brought it out to the 35, 1st and 10 for Holmes Central at their own 35 yard line. Ricky Lacey is that quarterback for the Jaguar. He looks right, he looks left, do the single step, fakes it to the back, drops it off to the receiver, number 10, but the Bulldogs, a host of Bulldogs was on him, but not before he picked up about 5 yards on the play. 11 minutes, 43 seconds left in the second quarter. Bulldog 12, Holmes Central nothing. Lee, I know you're old, but remind me of last year, Bulldog jumped out 12-0.
They did, and Bulldogs did have the Jaguars, so we'll see. Still early though, 12-0. Greenwood Jaguar with the football.
Greenwood Jaguar with the football right now. It's that quarterback for the Jaguar. He goes back, he gives it up to the other back. Now he fakes it, and Bulldog hopes that one out. Woo! Number 53, that's 53.
Yeah.
Number 53 for the Bulldog. I mean, he just read that one from A to Z. Didn't have a chance. Oh, that big Sanders. That Sanders had played that play like he had already seen it on tape. 10 minutes, 51 seconds left. Quarterback, Holmes Central in. Third down, 9 yards to go. He looks over to the coach for signal. The coach is sending the signal into the field. He looks at his rich man. I guess the rich man and the running back of the rich man and the lineman on the rich man. And it's a rich man play. And they goes right. They look, they throws it in and talk. And whoa, what a collision. Don't tell me. That's number 53 again. That's number 50. What a tremendous hit by Lyman. Lyman came over and just wrapped it up. It was a hit so good that Coach Gatewood had went on the field and gave Lyman a high five. You know you did something. When the coach come out on the field and high five you on a play, man, you know you laid the hammer down. And right now, 10:07 left in the third. We're trying to see, is they going to punt the ball? It's fourth down and about 7 yards to go. Holmes Central don't have their punter. They got players coming in and out. Now we got a timeout by Holmes Central. Holmes Central calls a timeout. We'll take a break too. You're listening to ESPN Radio Football. Back in 1 minute. Yes, you can. I can really have excitement in the field. I wish you could find a headphone set and put me on the field. You got one at home, all this, man, we've been in the business 20 years. It got to be a headphone set at your house. Go get it. It don't take you 5 minutes. We got 10 minutes and we can get our show on, man. I lost your keys. They probably upstairs. And welcome back. Right now, the Bulldog has the ball first and 10 on their own 20. He looks back. Smith goes. He throws the ball right. He hit Metcalf. There's a first down. He's off to the race. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. He broke down at the 39 Lord Lamb. What a catch by Metcalf from Smith to give the Bulldogs first and 10. Bulldogs on their own 40, 30, 49-yard line. 9 minutes, 43 seconds in the game. What a catch by Metcalf. What a catch. And right now, Metcalf looks right. He looks left. He goes in. Smith takes the ball. He throws it again. And now he just hit up through the middle. Bulldogs is out to the races again. What a catch that was. What a catch that was by Smith Jr. Warren Smith Jr. What a catch. That was first down for the Bulldogs on their own 19-yard line. 9 minutes, 26 seconds left in the first quarter. In the second quarter, Bulldogs leading this contest by a start of 12-0 and on the roll. Smith goes back. It's a low snap. He looks right. That's wide open. He goes running up the middle. Smith goes to the right, to the left, and takes a hit. And down, but not before Smith picked up a first down for the Bulldogs. And the Bulldogs right now is first and 10 on their own. They drop the flag, just hold the pole. The Bulldogs is in scoring position again. Mama, there go that man again. What a run by young quarterback Smith. Again, he brings the Bulldogs to the line. He looks right, he looks left. Singer setback, Metcalf to the right, Chambers to the left. He goes right, he fakes it up to the inside. No, he gets it to the up back. And Moody's brought down. You look like on the 5-yard line. It'll be second down and goal for the Bulldogs from the 5. 8 minutes, 39 seconds. Bulldogs leading this contest in the second quarter, 12-0. Capacity crowd on hand. Stone crowd on the other side. Bulldog fans are quiet as a church mouse, trying to not participate. They're quieting the band down. The band is not playing. Now, they look again. They look right. Smith takes a snap to center. He gives it to the up back. Oh, they snipped that one out, but look like He got sharp, had him in the backfield, but he might have picked up a half a yard. I'm sure the Bulldogs don't want to throw this ball this kind, knowing that what happened last week at LaFleur when it was an interception on the play. I'm sure they're going to try to grind this one out. It's third down and goal from about the 3-5 yard line. He goes back. No, they don't let Smith throw this ball. He throws it in the end zone and it's incomplete. Oh, I tell you what, both receivers was in the same place and they're going to bring up a fourth down. And from what I've seen on the extra point, I'm more than sure they're not going to try to attempt a field goal at this point. So Coach Gatewood is on the field, and we have a timeout by the Bulldogs. The Bulldogs call timeout. We'll take one too. This is Greenwood High School football on ESPN Radio. We'll be back in 1 minute. And right now, the Bulldog is on their own 1-5 yard line. 7 minutes, 42 seconds. It's fourth and goal. Fourth and goal from the 5 yard line. And the Bulldogs right now, everything is on the line again. That quarter's a church mouth. Smith drops back. He looks left. He just throws it up for the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Let me see who got that catch. Look like Metcalf, what a catch by Metcalf in the end zone. The Bulldogs right now is leading this contest by a score of 18-0.
It looked like Metcalf might have been a little bit shaken up on that play, but got up on his zone. I tell you what, just getting here, glad to be here. And we had a good time where I was, but I always want to be at the Greenwood High School football game, and I tell you the truth. When I looked at the score, I said, okay, we're going to be all right.
You look like when you came in, you was excited about getting a chance to be at here. You want to be here. You think what they did, Hall of Fame did, but Greenwood Hall of Fame, congratulations on your induction into the Greenwood Hall of Fame, but I know your heart was right here with the Bulldogs.
Ain't no doubt about it.
Right now, Greenwood go for a 2-point conversion. They look right and look like they hit Chamber. Chamber good for 2 right now. 7 minutes, 34 seconds left in the second quarter. Greenwood, 18. Should be 20.
Yeah, it should be 20.
Scorekeeper, waiting on the scorekeeper, but right now, it should be 20-0. There they go. They got it right now. Man, Bulldogs jumped out on Holmes Central, and they ain't looking back.
They're not. And, we talked about this team coming up to this season, with the power that they got, the skill position people that they got, and talk about how much they ought to be able to dominate a lot of these ball games and look like they're going to be able to dominate this one against, I think, a 5A.
5A.
And I tell you what, Greenwood have no problem with this ball club.
And I was telling Hall earlier, I said, Dick told me about this team, and this is my first time saying it from last year to this year. And so far, the first half, I haven't been disappointed at all at what you've been telling me.
At all. I'm telling you what, this is a dynamic ball club.
Kickoff by the Bulldogs, go to Holmes Central. He takes it at the 15s. He's at the 30. He's at the 35. He's at the 40 and pushed out of bounds by a host of Bulldogs on their own 40-yard line. First and 10 for Holmes Central on the 40-yard line. Tell about the induction, and again, congratulations.
Well, I appreciate it. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. First time they're recognizing, they said pretty good athlete. They said great athlete. Great athlete that played in the past up until now, this is the first inductee, and I tell you what, they inducted 25 people, and they was beautiful. They did a beautiful job at it. I really enjoyed it, and talking about looking forward to next year.
How many showed up out of 25?
I think all of them was there.
Oh, what a blessing.
Well, not all of them. They had, cause a couple of them were deceased.
But they couldn't make it.
They couldn't make it, but they had somebody that received their award for it.
That's good. Right now, 1st and 10 for the Holmes Central. They takes the ball, he runs it right up the middle, brought down by a host of Bulldogs. Now going to bring them second down. Lucky picked up about 5 yards on the play again. Holmes Central going Greenwood is substituting in. Kind of slow right now. The Holmes Central looking and take a shot, pass it up, high snap, gives it to the first up back, and he's brought down by a host of Bulldogs. Seems like Holmes Central just took advantage of Greenwood getting their linebackers in. They slow. Don't you think so?
You ought to, once you find out that look like they had a kind of hurry up offense and got Greenwood trying to serve people in and out, and it look like they just taking their time, and Greenwood is able to get the serves in that he want, and there's a big down here, 3rd and about 2.
3rd and 2 right now for Holmes Central. He looks right. He takes in. He looks. Snap from center. Goes up. He throws it up in the air. Caught by the receiver right there, but he met by a host of Bulldogs and looked like he might pick it up. The official where he's standing, he ain't going to have it there.
It's going to be close.
That's it, buddy. But
it's going to be close. They probably get it by the head of chin. They're going to probably bring the change cross on this. They're going to automatically give him first down. Look like he might have been a little bit short, but they're going to go without the measurement. First down, Holmes Central.
I told Lee with this glad right here, we can hard for the tail.
Yeah, we need to do something. Either get it out of here or clean it up or something.
Well, 1st and 10, Holmes Central right now as they look over Bulldog defense on the field. Hurry up offense for Holmes Central. He looks back, take the snap, goes to the first up back, and he met again by those Bulldog defense and did that defense like it's back to par this year.
Yeah, we were talking about that defense may start a little slow because of the replacement, but this defense looks like they're getting a good start off. This is just second ball game, and they're really banging it to them.
And since they're going to go out the field like that, let's go back and talk just a little bit about the activities on the night. Tell us how you felt when you received and was called and told you was an inductee.
Well, it ain't nothing but joy in your heart. When you do these things, you never, like I tell people, you never know who's watching you, observing you. So you have to be careful what you do, how you do it, when you do it. It's just a joy to know that people are looking at you and seeing what you're doing and what you're accomplishing in the line of sport. And when they do that and recognize you and give you an award for it, I mean, it'll bring tears to your eye if you don't be careful.
Did you cry?
I ain't gonna say.
Hey, I want to ask you one more question. What it in the book? But tell us, what do that mean for Greenwood?
It means a whole lot for Greenwood. This is something that that should have been done years ago. Every town should be able to recognize people that have done or made an impact in some kind of way in sports or whatever, and recognize that. So it means a lot for the town.
We'll talk about it more. Right now, Holmes Central takes it up. They give it to the up back. Greenwood is out of position. Look like he's going to take it. He's at the 20. He's at the 30. Bulldog, he could go all the way. What a hit on the low line. Touchdown, Holmes Central. Man, what a run that was.
Yeah, he hit on the left side, got up through there and cut back to the right and off to the races. Maybe they didn't want him to score at that time, but Holmes Central, you don't look for them to just give up and quit. And right now they're putting themselves back in the ball game, 6-20.
But like I told Lee, the score was 12-0, taking us back to last year when the Greenwood went up 6-0. Me and you were calling that ball game and end up what a turnaround that game was.
It was, and they can't have it to happen here tonight. Want to get a big win here against Holmes Central, and need to try to keep this thing going for the Bulldogs.
Right now, Holmes Central are lining up. They're going to go for the 2-point conversion. After what they look like, they throw it. It's in the air, push and shove, knocked down. Good defense by the Bulldogs. 5 minutes, 35 seconds left in the second quarter. Greenwood 20, Holmes Central 6. We're going to take a short time out and we'll be back. This is ESPN Football on 103 FM.
I don't need this, man. I don't need that.
And welcome back. Kickoff by Holmes Central on the head of Chamber. Chamber picks it up. He's at the 20, and he's running around the inside, and he's met by a host of them at look like the 24-yard line. Going to bring up a 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs on their own 24-yard line. 5 minutes, 27 seconds left in the second quarter. Bulldogs leading this contest by a score of 20-6.
And got plenty of time to put some more points on the board. Need a good drive here to capitalize on the score that Holmes Central just scored. So this offense need to get the ball, try to move downfield, and put some more points on. This is not going to be the score, so they're going to have to score some more.
So Greenwood can't get relaxed.
They can't get relaxed and let this Holmes Central team get on track.
Right now, the Bulldog has the ball 1st and 10. Ball is resting on the 20, look like the 22-yard line, maybe 23. Smith at center. He drops back. He looks right. He got a host of men in his face. He hits the big tight end across the middle, and it's going to look like it's going to be another 1st down for the Bulldogs.
I tell you what, they are mixing their plays. They got this defense on their heels. I'm telling you what.
They're rolling right now. One up play by the Bulldog. And again, Greenwood with a 1st and 10. Ball resting on the 35-yard line. Bulldog with a host of it. Holmes Central defense is locking in. Smith with a single back. He looks right. He fakes it to the back. He goes around the head. Look like he want to run this one. And man, I tell you, he's open. He looks like he might have it. Cardinal White official marking it. They're going to give him the 1st down on this one. 1st and 10. Good run by Smith.
I think they're going to mark him by the yard short.
They'll give him a yard short. Good run. Good run. That's about a 8-yard run.
9-yard run.
Good run by Smith. Again, Smith right now calls the troops in. Coach Weaver substituted in and out. Smith looked over the defense, let his offense get set. They're set in motion. Smith looks, single set back. He drops back. He fakes. He looked for the back. His overhead. Oh, man, I think somebody had a miscommunication on that one because that ball was thrown up too high. Both receivers in the same position.
It was nearly intercepted, but just a little bit too high. And Greenwood looking at a 3rd and 1 should run and pick up a 1st down. Keep the drive alive. Got plenty of time on the clock to try to move it down and get another score.
Don't need to rush it. They should have just kind of keep it right. But right now, it seems like Greenwood is more probably tonight in their passing game. So like they got Holmes Central is in trouble when it comes to their passing, doing pretty good with Greenwood in their running game.
Got them on the heels.
1st and 10 right now. I mean, it's a 3rd down and 1 for the Bulldogs. They go right. They give it to the 1st up back, and I tell you what, they met him in the hole. And man, they couldn't run that one. Dick, I told you, Holmes Central seemed like they got it scouted out in the running game.
They like that play started off a little bit too slow. They're looking at 4th down now. What would Coach Hilgard going to leave his offense on the field and try to go for it? One is just a good move.
I don't think I wouldn't. I'm not a coach, but I would be kind of skeptic right now at this point in the game because you got to think about the lead you had on last year and plays like this were called to be in the spot, so you scratching your head. 4th down, the Bulldogs, they go to the inside, and that's why
he picks it up.
That's why me and Dick is commentating.
Yeah.
That's why we're commentating.
Well,
but you're a Hall of Famer, though.
Well, hey, you gamble when you do that in this part of the game. Now, I can understand it if you was in the later part of the game, you behind or tired up, something of that nature, but it worked.
Had you scratching your head a little bit.
Yeah, you got to keep you. Hey, you wonder about those plays.
I know, that was kind of stretching. Right now, 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. They did pick it up. 3 minutes, 39 seconds left in the second quarter. Bulldogs leading the contest by a score of 20-0. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. Smith looks right. He goes. As those flags are already up in the air, so that let me know that they got to be outside against the Bulldogs in the middle game.
They're going to say offside against Holmes Central.
Holmes Central offside. Oh, reverse unit when they throw the flag and stop the play.
Like one of the offensive players moved too soon or something like that. But I didn't see the offside. Apparently it happened before the ball was snapped because they blew it right after.
Right.
No.
Right now, Greenwood is in the Hall of Holmes Central down in this contest by a score of 20-6, 3 minutes, 16 seconds in the ball game. Smith brings his team to the line. They snap one. He got a single set back. Here comes Chambers in motion. He fixes the Chambers. It's a wide open hit. Look like no, it's a screen play right up the middle. It looked like the Bulldogs will pick up big.
If the line turn around and run, and give him a block and stop looking back, that's a touchdown.
I thought it was wide open. I mean,
it was there, but the lineman looking back instead of going downfield and giving him a block. Don't look back, go give a block. And if they do that, that's a touchdown.
Right now it's 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs on a great run and catch by. Smith looks over again on the left and 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs on their own. Look like 34-yard line. Little confusion with the receiver and the quarterback. They got to make sure the 30-second clock is down. I guess they're keeping it on the field because it's off. Right now they go right to Smith. Smith looks like he steps up. He has a wide open in the pocket. It's a touchdown! Whoa! What a play by Smith! Looked like it will be a busted play, and all of a sudden he steps up in the pocket and finds a wide open receiver that he dropped the ball right in his lap, and what a catch that was by Smarter Smith Jr. What a touchdown kick that was.
I'm telling you, he stepped up in that pocket and froze that defense, and when he did that, he went down wide open. Beautiful concentration. Beautiful. And kind of threw it off the back foot.
Yes, it is.
Hey, you can't ask for nothing better than that.
No, what a touchdown by the Bulldogs right now. The Bulldogs are sitting up. They're going to try to kick the extra point. Already missed one in this ball game, and I don't understand why they just keep going for two. Like they've been successful with that. 26-6. They kicks it up again, and this one is going through. Look like one of them big.
Really good. Well, they've been practicing a lot on the extra point and been doing pretty good at practice on. So the guy's getting there, he's learning, and he's getting there active with kicking some field goals at practice.
Right now, the Bulldogs are leading the contest by a score of 20-6. 2 minutes,
27-6.
27-6. Thank you, Dick. 2 minutes, 19 seconds left. We're going to keep it right here for the next 2 minutes and watch the Bulldogs right now on the field as they get ready to kick off. Dick, 27-6. Did you expect this?
Yeah.
This early?
Yeah.
All right.
I got a lot of confidence in this football club. I made a statement, and I made it to a lot of people, which that I said that this team would go undefeated, and a lot of the game would be uncontested.
And I'll tell you what, look like you're sticking in what we got now. You're 2 for 2 on your prediction.
Yeah, this team is awesome, man.
Right now, the Bulldogs are set to kick off. They'll kick the ball off. He kicks it up. It's deep, and he touched early, and the Holmes Central fall on that ball. Look like on the 26-yard line. Going to give them 1st and 10. 2 minutes, 15 seconds. Bulldogs leading the contest. No, ain't no mistake. 27-6. You don't have to adjust your radio. The Bulldogs are putting on an air show here at Bulldog Stadium. And if you're not here, you're missing yourself a bonbon. Along with Jonathan Hopkins, along with Woody Dixon, we're having ourselves a good time. Woody Dixon Hall of Fame got inducted into the Greenwood Hall of Fame on tonight. Congratulations to all the inductees, but more so my great commentator, Woody Dixon. Congratulations again.
And one of the things that you really enjoy, you got guys in town like Arnold Gray and John Dickey and those type of guys that, that was a joy.
And right now, Runner takes the ball. He goes cross field. He goes to the right. He's at the 30, at the 40, at the 50, and finally brought down at the 31-yard line. What a run that was by Holmes Central against the Bulldogs. He cut across field, and I thought one while it was nothing but daylight, but those dogs chased him down with 1:56 seconds.
One of them highlight reel run, but he got a little bit tired. Greenwood caught up with it.
1 minute, 46 seconds. 1st and 10 for Holmes Central. They looks right. Back step up. 2 backs in the backfield. It's a toss back pass. He's wide open. Will they get him? Bulldogs they slipped that one out. Looked like let that ball launch in the air a little bit too long.
Yeah, he became a defender instead of a receiver.
Yeah.
Because I think his Emily was right there. He got over there and ready to pick that one off, but the receivers turned into a defensive player.
Turned into it. What a tremendous play by the Bulldogs. Minute 33 seconds left in the second quarter before the half. Right now, Holmes Central, second down and 10 yards to go. Now he's walking away, looking at the coach. Now again, reading all the wristband. The running back read. He read. They look. Take it in. Looking for center. Bags up again. Take the snap from center. He looks right. He looks left. He's going to hold the Bulldog. They hit him in the face. And no, man, I tell you what. That defense again for the Bulldog put pressure on him, and he couldn't get that ball in the position he needed.
Yeah, he wasn't able to step up and get what he wanted on it. And another nearly interception that time by the Bulldog defense.
And a good non-call by the official, coach.
Good non-call.
Yeah, because it looked like from that point it was going to be a call. There's a minute, 27 seconds left in the first half. Greenwood leading this contest 27-6. Don't adjust your radio. That's the score. 27 Greenwood, 6 Holmes Central. And it seems like the Bulldogs having the Saturday night fever, Dick.
Yeah, college night. Yeah, we can ride back on this one.
I was talking to a guy earlier at work, and he was like, Greenwood playing tonight? Yeah. He said, maybe that's something I need to take down to Jackson and all the other. Might not make money we can make on a Saturday night.
You can, and in some cases now, and let's not forget that's a big night for college football. So
right.
Some of you games you'll have empty stadium because I know that sometime gonna be gone on Saturday night.
Oh, Alabama played today in Atlanta. We did pretty good.
Yeah.
Man, I tell you what, Alabama came in and played Duke today, and the score was 0-0 going into the second quarter. And they looked on that Nick Saban, what's wrong? And what they asked him that for? He went retarded with the score and blowed the game on down.
Yeah.
Right now, 1st and 10 for Holmes Central. Holmes Central looks right. They fakes it to the up back, throws it to the right, and he catches it. He rides all day. He's off to the races. Oh, what a hit by the Bulldog, but he's still standing there. The Bulldog get him again, and look like that fight gonna come back, Dick, to the line of scrimmage.
They got to go back. They can't get him in that spot there because he wasn't down. They got to get him in the spot where he made it there, but he was hit and knocked back and would continue to run. And that ball should have been another 2 or 3 yards back further than what it is. But they give him about 4 yards. Should have been about a 2-yard gain.
I thought it should have made it back to the original line of scrimmage when they hit him.
Right. You know, it knocked him back when he was still on his feet. Why would you give him that point right there?
44 seconds. 4th down. And 7 for Holmes Central. Bulldog defense to pit their ears back. The ball is snapped. He throws it up and goes toward the end zone. Out the Bulldog, incomplete. Bulldog take over on down. 29 seconds left at the half. Bulldogs are leading this contest by a score of 27-6. Dick, do you kneel on it with 29 seconds?
No, you going through the deep ball. This team is not defensing you. Your pattern attack is blowing them out. Throw the ball. I would go ahead on throw the ball a couple times, and hopefully we get another couple points on the boat. But no, I wouldn't kneel on it. No, not at this time.
Right now, Bulldog would take the ball over on their own 30-yard line. Tremendous stand by the Bulldog defense and holding them up. And look like Bland is out there, one of the officials in this ball game. And Bulldog right now is bringing it. This time Smith is bringing the crew to the line of scrimmage for Holmes Central. Dick said they shouldn't kneel on it. Blog, do what you're going to do, man. We'll see for him.
That's right.
Yeah. 29 seconds. Smith got the team up. They snapping. Look like they're going to do what Dick said, dude. They're not going to kneel on it. He goes right. He fakes it. Chamber is there. He fakes it one time, just like Dick called it out the book. And thought they had intercepted that, but he knocked that one down. And Dick, they seen what you saw.
Yeah, he just didn't throw it deep enough. The receiver actually got behind the defender. If you throw that ball out there, it's another touchdown, but had to stop and come back for the ball and incomplete pass.
Well, tremendous played in again. Seemed like 22 seconds left in this first half. Bulldog Second down, 10 yards to go. Smith still at the helm at quarterback. He looks right. Singer set back. He looks at the ball. The ball comes in. He throws the ball. Hit Chambers. Chambers dropped it. Oh man, I tell you what, the problem best he did drop that one because he had a host of Holmes Central and there wasn't nowhere for him to go.
Yeah, but that's Chambers.
Oh, one of the guns.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
That's Chambers. So
Gotcha.
because you there don't mean you gonna make that tackle on Chambers.
You know, you already got one for 70 yards.
Okay, well, I mean, I expected that. I didn't see it, but
What a run.
when I looked at the score, I said, well, Chambers scored.
I said Dick said if he touches 10 times, you automatically win. Right now, the Bulldogs just going to run this one out, seeming like they take the ball right up the middle, and they're going to be enough time to run that clock out. 8 seconds as we get ready to go into the half. Right now, with Bulldogs right now.
Now they're going to call a timeout. And what I would do, who that's calling the timeout?
They got a timeout call with, they got no seconds on the clock.
Well, they got it in. They got it in, I think.
Holmes Central called
Now Holmes Central called timeout. Now, you know what I'd do?
You'll pump it up.
I'll throw a long, deep pass. I mean, what you going to lose? The time going to run off on the clock. Just throw it down there and see what you can get out of it.
And hope for the best.
Right.
So they're going to put 4 seconds back on the clock.
Right.
Greenwood leading this contest by a score of 27-6. 4 seconds left in the second quarter. And what a show, it's been an air show. It's been an air show. Hall Central looking for a punt. They trying to force Greenwood to punt it. They got the guy back.
A lot of the coaches want to take DJ out, but I would throw a bomb. I would throw a bomb.
And they figured out that they weren't going to punt it. They pull it up. Goes up. He's looking. Go down. They got, Hall Central gonna have the head coach on the field, so that could be. They can say they got to excuse him.
Where the head coach at?
It's suspended.
That ain't our fault.
So they got a legitimate excuse though.
No. The home head coach can be here.
Hey, we're at the half. Greenwood leading this contest by a score of 27-6. We're gonna take a 2-minute break and we'll be back. You're listening to Greenwood High School Bulldog football on ESPN Radio 103, number 1 in the desert. See you back in 2 minutes.
What Alabama ended up winning by?
45-3. 2-2 went crazy. You gotta go through Oklahoma to get it. Oklahoma, their quarterback, Smith gonna get it this year. Jalen Smith. Jalen from Alabama quarterback at Oklahoma. Jalen, what's that boy's name? Oh, they already put their picture on. They said with that offense, they got set up like they can't stop Jalen from getting it. They don't get the Jalen, get the Clemson quarterback. They already try to groom him to have it too. Yeah, they love him. Ooh, he backed out over there. Hot too. They ain't got no air over him. About to burn up. No, I didn't do that. They about play. Come on, I gotta go. What you got, Trace? Man. He on the radio.
That man got a Holmes Central shirt on. That man got a Holmes Central shirt on.
And welcome back to Bulldog Stadium. We're at the half right now. Greenwood High School Bulldog is leading this contest by a score of 27-6 against Holmes Central, and they came out with nothing but fire, Dick. They came out with the offenses rolling, and Greenwood just never looked back. And I said they never looked back.
Oh yeah, no. I would like I said I wasn't here for the first two scores, but I've been here ever since, and it appears like that Holmes Central don't have an answer for the passing attack that Greenwood is putting on so far. They're going to have to go in the dressing room and try to make some adjustments, see can they come back and force Greenwood into a run situation, which it probably won't be no different because they got Addison back there. So they're going to have those hands that tough road to hope.
Seems like Greenwood tried to get that running game set up in the first half, but seemed like Holmes Central sniffed them out and had Addison numbered. So what do? Do you keep passing through the whole game, or you got Greenwood going to have to come up with a solution on the line to try to get Addison more involved in this ball game?
Well, I think you get to a point, say if there's a Greenwood, I don't know who's going to receive the ball after the halftime, but
Holmes Central will receive.
Okay, say they come out and stop Holmes Central, and then they score again. I think I'll go more to the running game to try to move the clock a little bit, because it's going to be hard for Holmes Central to come back if they can put 34 points on that board and 34-6. I'll go into the running game and see can I pick up some first down and keep that clock going, and let's go and get this one over with.
Seems like this team right here is kind of basically evenly matched up when it comes to size-wise on it. But Greenwood seems like they're a little bit more physical than they are.
They does, and you can't take away from the skill position that Greenwood have. We knew that they were going to have 3 to 4 receivers that going to be able to catch the football and catch it well. And they sat back there in the cut with a running back like Addison. And so Greenwood right now have a lot of talent that they could put on the field. They got guys that could change the game around in one play.
And they look like they're doing it. I told you earlier that Chamo caught a touchdown, a 70-yarder. It looked like it was just a little scamper, but with the speed you was talking about earlier, his agility that he had, next thing I know, he was in the end zone.
My prediction for Chamo this year, if he touched the ball 5 times, 2 of them are going to be a touchdown. I really feel that way. I believe that because he's that kind of athlete. So if he touched that ball 5 times, I'm predicting that 2 of them are going to be a touchdown.
Well, you got Chamo with the 30, Metcalf with the 30, it just make the other receiver job a little bit easier when you say Chambers being a threat, Metcalf being a threat.
Smith, and they got another receiver that's a threat. So they're loaded. They're loaded on that offense side of the ball. And later on in the season, you'll probably see the offense giving the defense a rest by just scoring. It's going to be hard to stop this offense.
What do you do as a coach, if you're a Holmes Central coach, having those many receivers on one side? How do you defense against something like that?
Well, one thing, if you can't get to the quarterback and make him throw the ball before you want to throw it, or put pressure on him to throw bad passes or get some sack, you're going to be bagging up and you're going to be on your heels all night long. So The only way, the best stop for a passing attack get to the quarterback.
And it seemed like tonight they haven't been able to do that with Smith. Smith I think he ran in for a score, but he had another big run for about 20 or 30 yards. When you got a quarterback, that kind of attack, you cover the receiver, then you got to worry about the quarterback with the speed he had.
Well, when you get in this level, a lot of coaches don't like to do it, but I believe in situations in high school, you got to have some guy that can actually defensive guys man to man and allow your defense to kind of freelance where they can try to, do some blitzes with your linebackers and stuff like that to try to keep the quarterback, running and moving and try to throw him off so he can throw some bad passes or don't have time to pass the ball.
Well, I tell you what, we're at the half at Bulldog Stadium. The Bulldogs leading this contest by a score of 27-6. Holmes Central Band is on the field right now performing for this capacity crowd on hand. Looked like Greenwood brought out everybody that had a chance to live around Greenwood. Then it's a big holiday weekend. A lot of people are back in town and they're getting a chance to come in and get a chance to see the Bulldogs for the first time, especially with the Hall of Famer that was going on this weekend.
Yeah, and I spoke about, I wish I could get some of them over here. It's a joy to see some of the old Bulldogs in town, especially several of those guys that were on that 1974 state championship team. And I'll tell you, there was a joy to see guys like John Dickin and Honest Gray, and you always got the Jesse James, Page Glenn, and Malcolm Ellis, and a host of those guys that came home for the big celebration, Hall of Fame deal, and it was just a joy to be able to see them guys. Not only that, you had the Lucy Stewart, Darlene Jones, and those people don't tell you, man, John Dickin, who was, oh man, you can't say enough about him.
I saw John Dickin with a suit on for the first time in my life, like a gentle giant.
Yeah, he's just a class. These guys is not just only good athlete, they class act guys, just as mountable, and then one of them guys with the chip on his shoulder, with the chest stuck out like they this and that. You'll never know a lot of these guys play football if you just didn't see them in action.
Man, I tell you what, excited about going at it and getting a chance to see it. But playing in here, did you ever think that this day would be for you as a whole to be inducted? Let's go back to your playing days when you played football. You ever think that you'll be being inducted into it?
No, if you realize how long that I've been out of school and how long that been, no, you never thought that somebody would come up with this idea and actually make it, make it happen. Mr. Charles Cooley and his organization, his staff, they talked about it for a few months, and they decided to let's make it happen. So they did that. Now they got it off the ground, and hopefully that a lot of us are going to volunteer to help them out. So hopefully they can make this thing a success.
Good, so good. Hey, we're at the half. Greenwood right now leading in this contest by a score of 27-6, 8 minutes, 45 seconds at the half, and we're excited about it. We're going to kick it back to the station for a 2-minute break. This is Greenwood High School football on 103 ESPN Radio. Be back in 2 minutes. Lord Jesus. I thought I could be on the field. This is the thing I do not like no I do not like commentary play by play. Uh, man.
I don't like it. They don't take care of this. They're not taking care of this.
One time it seemed like they was.
This thing here ain't working. Three or 4 years. Come on.
That puller left.
That was on. This thing working 3 or 4 years. Come on. Come on. You gotta be better.
Look at this.
Yeah.
Can't even see.
Hey. You also go down there. You push there. Push there. I thought you were driving.
No. Yes, contract. No contract. I could go. Come back for it. Come back.
And welcome back to Bulldog Stadium right now. 5 minutes, 12 seconds left at the half. Bulldogs have started crowding back on the field. So have Holmes Central, but the Greenwood High School marching band is on the field. 27 Greenwood, 6 Holmes Central. You don't have to adjust your radio. That is the score. I'm Jonathan Hopkins along with Willie Dixon and Lee Hall, and we're bringing you the play-by-play.
And I tell you what, always compliment the band now. You know, back in the days when you were playing ball, you didn't want to stop at no halftime and hurry up and get that band out the field. But when you go back and you just look and you understand it better, you have to apologize. And I always like to apologize for that because you realize what kind of time and effort that they put in just to give these people a good halftime performance out there in the hot sun, so you learn how to thank and appreciate these bands.
And these fans, some of these fans will run you about here when they come to that band. They love that band. They'll follow that band around, especially in March. Did you see that director when they asked the band, "Are you ready?" And she did her little dance and made some powder or something come about there. Like, come on, dogs, the time up. The band is putting on a show out here for us tonight.
Yeah, they are.
Greenwood High School marching band, and this crowd is getting delighted. You see camouflages out everywhere. They're videoing, so maybe if you around your radio and you have an iPhone, maybe you can go live right now, find somebody, come show somebody in your connection, because I'm looking at some cameras out. They're going live, and this band out here is putting on a Jackson State, Valley State show. They weren't like them when you go to school when they just bars in and bars off. Now they put on the full show though.
Well, you don't know who was in the band when I was out there. There's a different time. Now they'll do something like that at Threadgill.
Yeah, showboat.
Yeah. You know, you had them band come from Jim Hill and Murray and Greenville and Clarksdale, and it's show off time.
Yeah.
You know, they used to cut the lights off and light up the thing they spin, like put fire on each end of them.
On the field.
Yeah, they used to have it going on, man.
Oh man, I know that was exciting to see.
The Patron, or what they called it, the baton.
The baton.
Baton, they spin the baton, had the fire on the end of it, all the lights cut off, and I tell you what, they used to show out.
When you say Orlando took this band to a new level?
Well, ain't no doubt about it. This band been great for several years. He just kind of kept the legacy going from Miss Griggs. They worked together for numbers of years, and he probably done stepped it up a little notch from that time. So this band is pleased, and this band is what they call show band. Yeah, they go win a lot of awards, and I tell you what, they had never stopped that.
They really is the show band. They really came out and put on a performance for us tonight. The marching band of Greenwood High School, led by Orlando and Emerald, and I tell you what, they have really came out and put on a tremendous show for us on tonight. Bulldogs are on the field warming up, getting ready to come out. Holmes Central is on the field. warming up. Like the Bulldogs got a few more players than Holmes Central.
Yes, and I think
Young.
Home Central at 5A, I believe.
Yeah, that's what I think. That one
Greenwood,
school.
and they big. Greenwood is
Right.
big. Greenwood, I got a good looking ball club, you know. Uh,
Did you
just,
watch the game last night? Did you come out here last night?
no,
Kevin.
we had a event going
Uh,
on with the Hall of Fame deal.
can you imagine what it's gonna be like when we become one school and everybody on the same accord?
Well, I'm gonna say this: you can get the best players in the world if you don't get the best coach. You're still in the same predicament.
I understand that, but let's say we get a good coach with the talent we have
Oh,
around here. Can you imagine what it's gonna be like?
people that fear Greenwood, they actually fear Greenwood now. But you talking about showing up putting the fear in the hearts of some ball club. Uh, I'm gonna brag. I'm gonna boast about my Greenwood people, the Full County people or whatever. I'm gonna always boast about that. You gonna always find the most talent down here in the Florida County than anywhere you can go.
And I tell you what, that Bulldog team tonight, hot as it is, seem like they ain't missed a beat. I ain't seen a cramp up, so that tells me they got to be in excellent condition, and these guys are really going at it. I see they got everybody dressed out tonight in the hot, humid night. Like
Uh,
everybody gonna go play tonight.
let's not forget, they had 70 some kids out for the middle school football.
70.
They had 70 some kids out.
Man, that's a
Now
sight.
you talking about getting better, bigger and better.
Can't do nothing but pass it on. And I often tell people when I talk about it, the change started with Bulldog football with Pee Wee League. Would you agree?
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, that Pee Wee League.
And they
was-
got the Pee Wee League going stronger, better than ever. They got Anwan Brown, DeAndre Smith, and they got Bray Keys and that bunch who I kind of help out a little bit. And I tell you, they got two different little leagues, and both of them is great. Both of them is great. You have to reward these guys, Mr. Bray Keys. I'm telling you, it was a pleasure to work with him and be around him. Antoine William and that bunch. And what can you say?
So you back in the coach.
Yeah, kind of, just here, there, and hit a spot here and there, and try to work with the backs, and they appreciate what I do.
I
So.
know. I'm telling you, that you got to understand that with the years of knowing and being a back and being at Delta State Hall of Fame back here at Greenwood, played the game, know the game. Two boys came through here, ran the ball. That I'm sure that came off the grade that you taught them. It's just so much that you have, and it bothers me. What bothers me is when I see older people that have that talent and they sit at home and won't bring it and help somebody else pass that talent along. Like you, so what you're doing, I commend you on it.
Well, I appreciate it, and it's a joy to be able to work with the kids and try to teach them some things, especially in running the ball, protecting themselves, and this type of stuff. So
Yeah,
it really is a joy.
And right now, as we get ready to kick off the second half of football, Greenwood leading this contest by a score 103. ESPN Radio 103. 103. FM. And they had to line up for the kickoff. He looks right. He looks left. And they lines up, and the kick is off with starting the second half. And it goes up, and he bobbles the ball for Holmes County. And he's going right, he's going left, and he goes around, he looks to the sideline, and I'll tell you, he brought down by a host of Bulldogs, and we got a little chicken pushing going on the field. And right now, Holmes Central held the ball on their own 30-yard line, first and 10 on the 31-yard line for the Holmes Central. And the Bulldogs right now defensively is going on the field. What a great third quarter, 11:53. Bulldogs leading this contest by a score of 27-6.
And all Greenwood now had to do is not get likes of Daisy and relax and let the ball club And this could be a big series of downhill. Make a stop, get the ball back, and keep them from getting a drive and score.
Holmes snaps and takes the ball. It's a fumble on the play. Bulldog right now chasing him down. He throws the ball high in the air. And what a tremendous. That could have been a disaster right there, Dick. But he picked the ball up and tried to make something happen. But could have been a disaster.
And that wasn't a good start. Missed snap. Had a host of Greenwood Bulldogs on pursuit. They was able to get the ball out of there, but incomplete. Second down for Holmes Central.
Second down, 10 yards to go. Bulldog is on defense. Holmes Central on offense. They goes in, look like a mismatch play. They coming out of it. The Bulldogs is all on top of it again. And that defense of the Bulldog Dick is not letting up. I don't care what the score is.
No, they were swarming on that play. I'm telling you what, had a host of Bulldogs wrapped up around him, and he did manage to get back across the line of scrimmage. Pick up about a yard and a half. It's going to be a big third down for the Jaguar.
Third down and 7 for Holmes Central. Jaguar Bulldog defense is already set and ready to go with their ears pent back. 11 minutes, 13 seconds left in the third quarter. Bulldog leading this contest by a score of 27-6. Holmes Central comes in. They looks right. They looks left. He goes round. He backs it up. He looks. He goes. He gets it to the up back. And I tell you what, he hit our Bulldog. They can't bring him down. He's still on his feet. But Bulldog, there should have been a stop in the backfield, Dick. But some kind of way or another, he should up from them. But still wasn't a big yard pickup.
You're right. Should have been a stop in the backfield. And you know, a lot of these teams, you want to be able to punt the ball. You actually want them to be able to punt the ball so he can get a good look at it. A lot of these teams don't get an opportunity to get a punt off, but Mr. Chambers is sitting back waiting for the punt.
Chambers and Metcalf back waiting on the punt. Holmes Central Texas, they take the snap, good punt up. They got the ball up in the air last time. They did have a good bounce, and man, I tell you what, he probably gave up about 5 or 6 yards catching the ball instead of letting it roll.
Yeah, it did. It looked like the Home Central player should have let that ball bounce.
I think he should have let it bounce. Last time up, Metcalf stepped out from the side of it, and the ball ended up rolling down to about the 7-yard line, but the Bulldog was all right and able to move the ball out of that position. And this time, Holmes Central helped them out. He had to make that kind of mistake.
No doubt about it.
Right now, 10 minutes, 13 seconds left in the third quarter. We're here live at Bulldog Stadium. I'm Jonathan Hopkins along with Willie Dixon. We call it the play-by-play. You can hear the Greenwood High School marching band coming out of a half as they are getting ready and coming back into their seat. And right now, the change out on Holmes Central official is giving both teams accurate time of getting their substitution back in. 10 minutes, 13 seconds. Bulldog leading this contest by a score of 27-6. First down, 10 yards to go on their own 29-yard line. Bulldog Smith calls a snap. One back in the back, one back up the hill. He tosses it out to the right, to the left. They goes in and they snoop that one out. And I think he lost about 4 yards on the play, maybe 5, Dick.
And we talked about getting off your game plan. You know, you go with a play that they hadn't ran in a while your quarterback is having a heck of a game, passing the ball and reading the defense. Now you're looking at a second and about 15.
Second and 15, Smith takes it back. He fakes it this time, goes, hits the receiver. First down and 10 for the Bulldogs on the 42-yard line. What a catch that was by, I can't get his number quite through this clear glass. But what a catch. That was a tremendous catch for the Bulldog, Dick.
And this team have proved to you that they can't defense the pass.
Can't defense the pass at all.
So, hey, blow them out.
And right now, the Bulldogs and Dixon blow it out. First and 10 for the Bulldogs. And they go right. They take the snap. They run them down. He waits. He throws it up. He hits Chamber. No, that's not Chamber. What a tremendous play in for the Bulldogs. Quarterback is down. The Bulldog quarterback is down after making a tremendous pass to Pillar. The Ward Pillar quarterback, Smith, looked like it might be a cramp.
Okay, cramp.
Yeah, it looked like a
Yeah.
cramp right there.
So he'll be back. Don't panic, people. You know, with him, he'll go out for a couple plays probably, and you get the other quarterback in. Remember, you got Addison back there. So,
So
hey, let's feed him a little bit. Kind of get the run game going.
with 9 minutes, 8 seconds, Smith down on the field. Looked like cramp. Coaches are out there stretching them out, trying to get him up now. He's up on the field like them pulled it out. He's coming off the field with a little level, but not before he throws a tremendous pass, make it second down in about 9 minutes, 8 seconds left in the second quarter. Bulldog leading this contest by a score of 27-6. Jonathan Hopkins along with Willie Dixon. We're live right here at Bulldog Stadium, and the Bulldog right now is coming in and putting on a Mississippi Valley Jerry Rice, Willie Totten show.
And you said it best.
First and 10, second and about 1 yard to go for the Bulldog. Change up at quarterback. Right now they have Pilger in at quarterback. He throws off. He gives the ball off up the top, and that's going to be a first down for the Bulldog. And seems like they moved the ball the best run I've seen all night there.
Yeah, we talk about, and we'll be talking about this team the rest of the season. This team is not weak nowhere for a skilled position player. You see Addison hit up in there, picked up about 7 yards, and he's capable of breaking one all the way. So this team probably just wake him for a while Smith is out.
And Perez goes in again at quarterback. He looked with Addison in at back. Looking like it's going to be. He drops back. He looks. He slings across the middle. And what a catch that was between two defenders. Man, he threaded that one, Dick. He threaded that one between two defenders.
Well, I don't know what you called it, but he got it in there. I'll tell you, that was an outstanding catch. That time, I thought it was intercepted.
He went between two defenders and threaded that one in there. And like Dick said, it looked like it was picked off, but what a catch there by Westbrook. And right now, he's bringing them in again. I see Chambers shaking his hand. I believe this play going to go to him. You can kind of tell when the play finna hit him, man. He gets anxious on it. Right now, he looks in again, still in. Perez at quarterback. He looks right. He looks left. He takes the snap from center, looks, gives it to the up back, and he goes right. He going left. He going through the inside. There goes Addison. Addison is running again and brought down. Looked like about on the 10, 15-yard line.
And you see them offensive player popping that fist up in the air. They are feeling it tonight, and I tell you what, you love to see that.
They got them pumped up. They're pumping it up, especially on the run. I think they like run plays better than they do passing them.
Yeah, they love it. They get more credit when they run that ball, when they got a guy in the game 100, 200 yards running behind them. I tell you, make them feel good.
First and 10, Perez again. He goes right. He looks, he slings it quick, and he hits across the middle, and he's going to bring him down right at the 4-yard line. What a pass and catch. I tell you what, Dick, both these quarterbacks seem like they could be a starter.
They didn't even have a man over there covering the guy. I mean, I never understood that. He was standing there wide open.
Man, I tell you again, Perez brings him up to the line. First and goal for the Bulldog. He takes the ball, goes to the inside, gives it back to Ryan. Oh, he was met in the hole. And I tell you what, Dick, I'm glad that's why he hung on to that ball, because he was met one-on-one, and what a hit.
Yeah, they used to that. Experienced running back, they use the big hits. And see Smith ready to go back in, but I think they're going to leave
I think
Perez in for another play or two.
I think that's the best decision right now. Perez right now is getting ready. He gone up the center. Second down and goal. You don't pull him right now. He goes up, go to Perez. Perez a big man. He could run it, but he going to throw that one in there. Perez big enough to run that one in, ain't he?
Yeah, he big enough, and sometimes you got to run it in. I thought they had a hold there for Addison, but it's going to be a big third down play here. Ain't no doubt about it. They're going to go for on fourth down unless they try a field goal. But
Right now, third down and goal. Perez on the 3-yard line for the Bulldog. He looks right. He looks left. Aston in the back. He goes, gives it up to the up back. Aston take a big hit and look like they're going to bring him down right on the 1-inch line. Ain't even a one. He's about a half an inch, like the nose of the football will be setting on the goal line. And the Bulldog right now is in
And,
scoring position. Fourth down.
and I'm going to blame Addison on that. He should have been.
There go Perez. Perez goes to the center. He goes in. He's a big man. That pushes right now. And Perez didn't get down enough. There's no signal from the officials.
I
Right
think they're going to give it to him.
There's no signal.
There it is.
Touchdown, Bulldogs.
There it is.
It took a long time, didn't it?
Yeah. They had to get in there and look at it and make sure.
Perez got down and got under there and pushed that pile. But look, I thought they had bagged him up. He wasn't going to get that touchdown, but he was in there. That right now, 5 minutes, 40 seconds left in the third quarter. Bulldog right now with a score of 33. Holmes Central with a score of 6. Bulldog right now, Perez came in after the cramping of Smith, led the Bulldogs on downfield and put him into the end zone on his own half-a-yard run. I don't think it was a yard he put in, but a half-a-yard run, came in and scored the touchdown. And right now it looks like Metcalf is going to be the place kicker. Chamber hold, they go down, ball down, kicks it up, it's low, it's down, it's right, it's good. Right now the Bulldog, go ahead.
Hey, ain't nothing I can say.
Right now the Bulldogs lead this contest by a score of 34-6. We're going to take a short timeout. This is Bulldog football on 103.3, your ESPN radio station. Back in 1 minute. Hello? I ain't heard this guy come in and tell me he the guy. I don't think he gave me a commercial yet. No, I just coming back to you. I ain't heard him yet. And welcome back to Bulldog Stadium, the Greenwood High School Bulldogs right now leading this contest in the third quarter by a score of 34-6. We're gonna try before and get out on the field before this game is over so we can get an interview with Coach Gaywood and see why the Bulldogs standing, how he's feeling right now at this point of the season. Bulldog kicks off to Home Central. I'm sure he goes right. He takes it at the 25. He takes a big hit from the Bulldogs, stays on his feet. He's at the 30. He's at the 32-yard line and brought down right there. He stopped on the 32, 1st and 10 for Home Central on the 32-yard line. Dick, do you think that the game is over or Home Central got something?
Got what?
Something.
Something like what?
Some explosives come up.
Yeah, they got something. Get in that bus and go home.
34-6. It's 34-6.
I'm just kidding. I mean, you know.
It's 34-6 now.
Yeah, it's 34-6.
Have you ever, in your high school day, came back from this deficit playing?
No, we didn't ever go down this deficit.
Right now, 1st and 10. Home Central quarterback looks, he looks right. He takes a snap from center, and just like that, he busts up the middle. He holds on to the, pull the ball out, and they makes it all the way up to the 48-yard line. Tremendous run then, Dick.
Well, you talk about these ball game and thing now is, I'm not saying that Holmes Central not going to score, but I can't see Holmes Central stopping Greenwood High right at this point in the game.
Right.
You know, unless something different. You know, right now you don't see that.
Right. Right now we got a heat timeout. They got a heat timeout. We're going to take one, too. We're going to kick it back to the station. Be back in 1 minute. Man, it's so hot in here. I'm seeing muscle.
Yeah.
Woo! They got shorts.
I don't like my people. I ain't chilling, man. 66 down the Go get in the coach's eye, man. They play it. You don't sit down there like that. Go get in the coach's face, man, so they put you in the ball game.
They won't do that over here.
Sit back there like you don't want to go in.
What one?
Every time the coach 6 or 6 on the end down here on the knee. Ground. Man, every time the coach look around, he'll see me in his face.
And welcome back to Bulldog Stadium, the Greenwood High School Bulldog. Right now is leading this contest by a score of 34-6. Holmes Central first and 10. Take the ball to the inside, back to the right, to the left. He goes around, he scambles up the middle. And man, I tell you what, a tremendous run. He brought down on about the 44-yard line, 34, first and 10, Holmes Central.
You know, he got a good back. He's running the ball well. And I don't know what we're going to be able to stop him. But the question, can they stop our offense?
And that's the big question right now. First and 10, Holmes Central. He goes in, he goes up, brings the back up. Quarterback takes it on his own, and he is met by a host of Bulldogs and brought down at the point of attack. Got an injured Bulldog right now on the field.
We got an injured player on the field for the Bulldogs. Can't get the number until you see who it, or we can tell you who it is.
Coach Gatewood right now taking his phone out like he took a picture of something that went wrong and showing it to the official. Let's see what's going on the field. He's coming up like he's gonna be all right now. Number big 45. My guy ain't been good. 65. 45.
Sometimes we might think we're hurt.
It feels like it.
Yeah.
Somebody is making a phone call. I think they're going to go to a running clock. You think they're calling them stairs for?
No, it's not time for that.
I don't know. He's calling for the clock man to look at him.
No, it's not time for that.
What you think going on, dude?
I don't know what they got going. Yeah, I thought I heard a whistle. So that's what they're talking about. Somebody. I thought I heard a whistle, but that's what they're talking about.
Well, they had a whistle blowing. I don't tell the probably glad they heard a whistle so he can get out of it. You think so?
Yeah.
Right now he throws up. Quarterback takes it. He throws it into the end zone, and man, he was trying to thread that ball because two Bulldog defender, and that ball's a little bit too high. And the Bulldog right now is playing a defensive battle, trying to keep Holmes from putting any more points on the board. It bring up third down and about 6 yards to go for Holmes Central. They're already in the huddle like they in a hurry up offense right now. Quarterback look right. He looks left. Center take ball, snake the ball, snap, gives it, fakes it to the up back. Greenwood missed him in the pocket. Should have been a sack right there, but he just slipped by the defender. He picked up about 3 yards on that play, and now the Bulldog
got another one down.
I think that the heat got him dropping down. They pretty hot. Bulldog player down on the field. Look like cramps again now.
I don't think that's a cramp.
They're working on him. Yeah, they playing with his ankle.
That gonna be. I want a correction. That look like Haney going out there.
I was finna ask you the same question. He back.
I have no idea.
He was at George, ain't he?
I thought he was at George, but that sure look like Haney going out there on that field.
They probably just hired him for the weekend since it's a Saturday game.
Maybe so, but
they got the medical team now coming over with the ambulance, turning their lights on. I hope this gonna be all right. We'll
he's getting up.
Is he getting up so they can take the ambulance back? Oh, Crowder going. He's getting up on the field.
That's Haney, man.
That is Haney. Nobody got muscles like that but Haney.
Yeah. Maybe he is back. I don't know.
He got on the Bulldog shirt, though.
He got on a Bulldog shirt.
I tell you. Right now, Holmes Central, 1st and 10. The official said roll the clock. They takes the ball, 4th down. Bulldog come in, 4th down. Look at he fakes it down. Oh man, a host of dogs. He didn't get it. You saw 18. I'm gonna get that was. Hey, I tell you what.
That's right.
You call that flop though.
That was, yeah, I don't know what that was. That was the most. I ain't never seen a tackle like that before.
He was flopping. He was flopping.
Oh man.
Stop by the Bulldogs. Bulldog gonna get this ball 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. 3 minutes, 45 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Bulldog leading this contest by a score of 34-6. Take over on down. Look like Smith is back in at quarterback. I would, at this point right here, I would let Smith sit down for the rest. What can you accomplish with him in the game? Timing, decide.
Well, maybe they'll play him this quarter. I mean, end of this quarter, then probably bring him out.
Smith drops back, he looks, he goes round, he going up, he takes off again. No, he take another hit on that leg and snatched him down. And look like Smith is down. Is he getting up? He's down again. I told you that I wouldn't take that chance.
Where he catching cramps. He bending the leg. It ain't like his leg is hurting the leg. You can see him bending the leg up. It's just a matter of catching cramps.
Well, I wouldn't have him that sore when he come that way. I'll set him down.
Well, probably after this quarter, now he probably is going to sit down because whoever come in now might take this quarter to the end, and that is Haney.
Monster man, look at him. Back on the sideline.
He was over there trying to take care of one player and got called off.
So you earned his stripes tonight.
Yeah.
Bulldog Stadium right now, Smith look like he's having some more cramps, and they got the trainers over there. Wait a minute, is that Smith going back to the huddle? What number that is? Dick, I can't see a number with glass.
So you trying to see where?
I was trying to see who that was going back to the huddle. But that's not Smith. That's number 18. So right now they're looking at the quarterback and pushing like he caught some more cramps again, and I'm sure they're gonna bring him out. Now he's up on his feet. I'm sure they're gonna keep him on the sideline for the rest of this one. And back in, Perez is back in the ball game for the Bulldogs. Do you think Haney arm could come down like me and you like normal?
One day it will. I used to have muscles.
They used to be like that.
They wasn't quite like that, but they were muscles.
One day they will.
Oh yeah, one day they'll come down.
But Bulldogs 2nd and 10. Phoenix that ball game goes up to the up back, and boy, that Holmes Central snipped that one out. What a big hit that was, and taking Addison down. I don't think Addison, by the time he passed the ball to Addison, it was already being hit. 3rd down for the Bulldogs. Bulldog, 3rd down, leading this contest by a score of 34-6. 2 minutes, 39 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Big play right now. Bulldog looking for it. 3rd and about 12 yards. Perez in at quarterback. Smith went out with cramp. And right now, Perez look on the defense. He looks right. He looks left. He takes the snap from center. He goes round. He goes. They're chasing him. He throws it up. And boy, what a big pass. But he could not hold on. Couldn't hold on to that one. He took a shot from the back, and the ball came out. Looked like.
And you take that pass. If he throws it, you know, it got there. But if he shoots it in there, that's a completion because he gives the offensive man enough time to get it. But by the floating like it did, gave the defense guy enough time to react and get a hand in it. But if he just throws that ball in there, that's a completed pass.
Man, I tell you, it looked like he had it locked in there. If he floated it, though.
Right.
Bulldogs is set to punt this ball 4th down and about 12 yards to go. And they sit back to punt the ball. Excuse us for not numbers, but with this glass, we cannot see any numbers from up here with the glare that's going down on. They snaps it back. Bulldog gets the punt up. He hits the punter, but the referee don't.
It should have been.
Yeah, it should have been.
I don't know.
Gatewood actually
Should have been. It should have been a flag. Look, he getting it. Punt a high five. I don't want no high five you unless somebody hit me. And then call it.
What were he told me I missed it? You think he told me he missed it?
I always told him, but he didn't miss it.
No.
Oh, man. It would have been a personal foul, or it should have been running into the kick or something.
Something, man. He just let that one pass. He probably thought he did like 18, just flopped it.
Well, it might have been a flop, but it was a run into a flop.
Right now, Holmes up the 1st and 10. They drop back, they throw it. Takes a big hit on the guard, and Bulldogs on snip that one out. And I think it was the best he had to just let that one fail, because like he lost about 2 or 3 yards. That quarterback took a pound in it.
He took a lick, and he's showing it. He got up kind of slow, but it was a completed stream pass, but didn't get nothing out of it. The Greenwood defense was swarming.
They lost a yard.
Actually lost a yard. This quarter here, nobody in the book.
1 minute, 34 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Home Central got the ball 2nd down and about 12. He goes back, he looks right, he looks left. Home Central goes. He being chased by Bulldogs. Bulldogs hit him. Intercepted by the Bulldogs. Another big home by the Bulldogs. And Home Central had a chance. He throwed it up. And now he not taking that get up, Dick. I think he took a lick that time.
Yeah, I think he wasn't sure whether he wanted to get up or not. He wanted to decide. He didn't throw that interception. He wanted to decide whether he wanted to get up or play hurt.
Man, he took a hit, though, Dick.
He took a hit.
Yes, long. Intercepted by the Bulldogs. 1st and 10. Bulldogs on their own 48-yard line. And again, the Bulldogs are out, and Perez is still in at quarterback. 1 minute, 11 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Bulldogs leading the contest by a score of 34-6. Smith went out with cramp earlier in the 3rd quarter, late in the 3rd quarter. And right now Perez takes it. This is no slap, but he looks up. He slings it up close to Miller. And I don't know what happened on that one, but he slung that one away, I guess. And
yeah, he threw that. He actually had Shamer going across in a post pattern, but wide open. He threw the ball even probably 10 yards over his head.
Over his head. And so he just let that one go, it looked like. I hear the coaches on in saying run the quarter out.
Yeah, I think I would kind of go to the running game. They need to work on the running game because they hadn't got it established, and they took Addison out of the ball game. So. The offensive line just standing around now.
Yeah, and they ain't been able to run that offense running back no way. Passing been good all night, but the running game, I don't have it stacks up, but it ain't. I'm sure that's something they're gonna work on next week.
They're gonna have to because Smith had an outstanding game tonight, passing the ball, but they need to get that running game going.
Got to get that running game up to par. Because the running game really opened up the passing game more explosive. And tonight, they just couldn't find their PR. Also, they had their number. And go back, Perez. There they go again with the pass. He throws it up, and it's wide open to Chamber. Chamber catches the ball. He makes one man miss two, but it was 2 men of them out there. And looked like it was a 10-yard completion, but they're still going to bring up a 3rd, 4th down, and about.
And they're going to go for it, I believe.
4th down and about 6 yards to go. And they're going to end the 3rd quarter. Bulldogs leading this contest by a score of 34-6. Hey, 104.3. We're going to kick it back to the station for 1 minute. This is ESPN Radio. Be back in 1 minute. And welcome back to Bulldog Stadium. I'm Jonathan Hopkins along with Willie Dixon here at Bulldog Stadium as we start the fourth quarter. Bulldog leading this contest by a score of 34-6. And they got officials in the press box having them a conference right now to make sure things are good. Bulldog got the ball. It's fourth down and about 7. Look like they're in punting position. They're gonna punt this one away. Seeing like here come Perez.
They're gonna run it. They're gonna do something. I don't know if they're gonna run or pass, but they're not gonna punt. Unless it's a quick punt.
Perez is still at quarterback. He looks right. He looks left. He takes the punt for center. Takes the pass off. Throws it right across the middle. It is caught incomplete for a first down for the Bulldogs. And that pass was pulled down. I'm talking about with an excellent game right there. What a tremendous look in that was.
These guys can catch. These guys can catch a football. I'll tell you what. That ball looked like we're going to be high. He went up there and got there and brought it down in traffic. These guys can catch the football.
That Westbrook is having a tremendous game. That's about his 6th catch of the night, and I'm telling you, every one of them that he done caught was big. 1st and 10 again for the Bulldog. Perez looked right. He looked left. He takes the crowd from center, gives it to the upback. The upback goes right. He goes left, and they block it for him, and the Bulldog's going to be brought down. It'll bring up the 2nd down in about 2.
And right now, the Bulldogs will make it easy work of the Holmes Central Jaguars. I'll tell you what, they escaped last year and got by Greenwood, but they won't do it this year. Greenwood is really,
Perez again gives it to the upback. And he stopped on that one.
Yeah, they really making a statement in this ball game to the Holmes Central Football Ball Club.
And I tell you what, they're really locked in on it, like another Bulldog is down, and like your man Haney with the muscles is back on it.
Yeah.
Dick said, one day they will.
You know they're going to leave.
Willie Dixon, Hall of Famer.
One time you had some muscle.
There they go. I'm like you, they weren't that big though.
No, they wasn't that big. They wasn't like here in his arms. Yeah. But I didn't pump weight like he did, but I did have some muscles, but right now they slapping.
10 minutes, 16 seconds left in the ball game. Greenwood 34, Hollandale Central 6. Bulldog got the ball, 3rd down and 3. Perez at quarterback. He looks right. He looks left. He takes the snap. It's a no snap. He throws it in. It caught again by Westbrook. Westbrook shake 1. He shakes 2. First down. Bulldog. Westbrook having the game.
He's playing tight end, ain't
he? He's tight end. Yeah, he's having the game.
Hey, look. Westbrook. He's in there tight, and he's having a game tonight.
6'3", and go and get it. Right now, the Bulldogs 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They're in the red zone. Perez still in that quarterback. He looks right. He looks left. Takes the snap. Gives it to the up back. The up back goes right. Take a pounding and look like Home Central is really sneaking out that running game.
Yeah, he run it. If he jump to the outside, look like he got a hold on that side. But right now, controlling the clock. 9 minutes left in the ball game, and Greenwood got in control of this.
You think Greenwood want to score again?
Yeah, no doubt about it. Well, it don't go where you want to do it.
Right, Greenwood.
Hey, you run your play. If we score, we score. It's up to them to stop us.
So they ain't gonna pass now. They gonna run off.
Well, they probably gonna pass, but they got
to the end zone. And man, what a second! He just missed that one. After he took a hit, he still put it out there. The ball was there, and looked like
that's Chambers.
He
don't know how to miss that.
It just went through Chambers' hand. I think when the player jumped up in front of him, tried to knock it down, the glare off of it.
Actually, it was a good pass.
A good pass.
You know,
after taking a big hit. First and third down and goal, 3rd and 8. They can get a first down without getting a touchdown. 3rd and about 7 for the Bulldog. 8 minutes, 38 seconds left in the contest.
Now, I might leave a little early. I got Mr. Leach riding with me, and I know he probably ready to go home. So, another minute or so.
Interception for Holmes County in the end zone.
They discussing it. They're gonna discuss it and see.
Interception for
They
Holmes
gave it
County.
to him.
He had it like from here. He had it, but they see through the window. He could have dropped it when we missed.
Yeah, the official got together on the side. It was an interception. We'll turn the ball over. First down, Home Central.
Home Central going to take over on the 20-yard line. Interception of Perez. Smith went out of the game late in the 3rd quarter. Looked like it was leg cramp. Don't expect to see him again on tonight. Bulldog 34-6, 8 minutes, 27 seconds left in the contest. And oh my.
We had a good time this week with the Hall of Fame deal, and I'm going to leave it a little to go there and talk to some of the guys just before they get out of here.
Was the day the last day?
Yeah. So, enjoyed being up here with you, and next ball game I'll probably be with you the whole time. But
I'm preaching in Dallas next week, so I'm going to have to miss the ball game.
Well, that's good. I mean, congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm headed to Dallas, Texas.
That's all right.
And pass is pulled out there and caught, but stepped out again by the Bulldog. And Dick, like you said, that defense and offense of the Bulldog is clicking. Got to work a little bit this week on the running game.
Got to work on the running game. But Mr. Dr. Hoskins, and I'm going to leave you tonight, and been a pleasure. And whenever you get back, we get a chance to do this again.
All right, thank you, Willie Dixon and George. Your Delta's, Mississippi Delta team lost the weekend, then. Your Mississippi Delta team lost the weekend, then. Okay. All right. That's Willie Dixon, Hall of Famer. Thank you, Willie Dixon. Enjoy the rest of your night as he leave us right now, the Greenwood High School Bulldogs. Leading this contest by a score of 34-6. Home Central dropped one deep in the air, and it is caught. What a catch that was. Flags on the play. But what a catch. Was it going to call pass interference on the catch? The pass was caught by Home Central. A great pass then, right then, but the official throw the flag on the play, and they're going to call it complete. Guess it was against the Bulldogs. They're going to decline that one. First down, home central on the Bulldog 30-yard line. Bulldog got a lot of the substitution in right now, giving them guys some playing time on tonight. And that's what's going on right now. And home central throws up, and they find the man ended up with another big catch from home central, and he catches it on there. And Greenwood done seen enough. They're sending in the starting lineup. Right now, they done seen enough. They don't want to let them score. And Gatewood is sitting in with 6 minutes, 58 seconds left in the ball game. Greenwood leading 34-6. Hall Central is marching on the 3-yard line. Greenwood had called off the dog, but now they have called the dogs back on to try to stop Horn Central first and goal from the 4. They goes round pop. The dogs are in. Takes the ball out of the quarterback hand, and the Bulldog has the ball first and 10. Bulldog on the 20. They call the dogs off. Home Central kept their starters in. Bulldog put the starters back in, and man, they just automatic took the ball out of the quarterback hand. And man, what a play. You got to be on deck to see what happened next. This is Greenwood High School football at its best. Woo, what a play right there. What a play. Greenwood now has the ball. First and 10 on their own 18-yard line. After the big interception, Home Central marched all the way down to the 2-yard line. Greenwood picks off, fumble, pick it up, takes the ball back. Now they're on the 18-yard line. They goes round, gives it up to the first back up. And man, I tell you, the Bulldog right now is getting ready to celebrate tonight like you've never seen before. What a revenge. What a pickup from last year losing at Home Central. Bulldog was hurt. They was beat down. But now they have came back and shown the pride and standing up and trying it again. Pereira takes it in, gives it up to the up back, and he takes another pounding. So I'm sure the Bulldog right now just want to just run this clock out, close this out, and go home with a victory. We got a timeout on the field. We'll take 1-2. You're listening to Bulldog Football on ESPN Radio. And welcome back to Bulldog Stadium. Right now, the Bulldog has Perez at quarterback. He looks right, he looks left. They got him up, pounding it up, and brought down on the 11-yard line. 5 minutes left in this contest. Bulldogs leading it 34-6. Want to send a big congratulations out to Coach Gatewood and the Greenwood High School Bulldogs on a big victory. And look like they're sending the Bulldog player off the field for something. I don't know. Coach Gatewood is shaking it. He don't get it. So he's going to make it where he went all the way around the coaches. I done messed up. I'm going over here and get far as I can from the coach and get to this sideline because I don't want to see these coaches right now. Hey, 4 minutes, 34 seconds left in it. Greenwood is getting ready to punt this football away. Punting the ball will be Stonewall Williamson, and he gets a boomer off, and Home Central catches it. He goes in, he steps up on the man, he goes right, flags are down, and so are Home Central. 34 flag on down, gonna be called on number 4 for Home Central blocking in the back. I think Milan made that call, and I'm sure a lot of people wish that Bland had kept the flag up so we can get up out of here. It's getting late in the evening and the sun is already gone down. 9:16 on the time. 3 minutes 54 seconds left in the ball game. Bulldog leading this contest by a score of 34-6. What a tremendous showing. Thanks to all our sponsors who sponsor Greenwood High School football. If you would like to be a sponsor, give us a call at the station. That's 299-2558. 299-2558. Give us a call. Be a sponsor of Greenwood High School football. We can actually use your help. Come out, support Elsie, support the floor. Be a sponsor. Go out, sponsor your favorite team. You can't help these kids. They come out, they practice all summer, they're hot, and their name need to be called on the radio. So go out and be a sponsor. Sponsor them. Come out, give us a call. 299-2558. Call to the station. Set up you might say, I just want to give a donation. Want my name called. We'll love to call your name. Make a donation to your favorite team, and your name will go on the book as being one. Or be a sponsor. Sponsor your business. Sponsor your team. We got to support each other, and the best way we can support each other is by helping out right now where you're needed. Greenwood High School football right now on ESPN Radio 103. ESPN. 3 minutes left in the ball game. Bulldog gonna take this one. Accept a miracle of an upset. Fans are starting to pack up and get up out of here. Another flag against the Bulldogs, and I'm sure Coach Gaywood, he's on the field. He's on the field. Too much laundry on the field, telling these guys they're young and they got a lot to learn right now. So they drops back. Home Central looks and finds the man, and he holds that one a little bit too long and took a good lick for it. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. 2 minutes left in the ball game. Bulldog 34, Home Central 6. The crowd on hand is getting ready to pack up. They're getting out of here. You can look on the highway, see nothing but lights. They headed back to Home Central. Safe driving to all of you Home Central fans. Watch out for others as you drive and go home. Bulldogs right now going to go to 2-0 on the season. Home Central will go 0-2. And the Bulldogs right now is getting ready to celebrate. Everybody get a chance to play just a little bit tonight. And what a ball game it was to see the Bulldogs come back and win at this after losing a heartbreaker on last year after going up 12-0. And now tonight they get their revenge and they get a chance to have the bragging right at least for the next year. A lot of homies at the game got a chance to come back and see this victory. This is like a crosstown rival right down the road. No home county fans seem like they're left. They want to see the whole thing. They throws it up and almost had them another interception for the Bulldog. And I tell you, the Bulldog right now 127. This game is contest. It's in the book. Coach Gaywood gonna have his victory tonight. The official flag on the play against Greenwood. 1 minute. 1 minute left. And the Bulldog is all about getting the Gatorade ready, getting revenge, and they'll rest good on this one tonight. No one was hurt in the ball game. Seriously, that's a plus to it. Central, they're still running it. They're still trying. And the Bulldog with their backup is enjoying it 38 seconds. This contest is all but in the book. Thank you to everyone that tuned in and on tonight to hear Greenwood High School Bulldog football. It was a pleasure for me to sit here and bring it to you play by play. It's not my usual position. You know, I'm the sideline report. I do it from the sideline, but when the call of duty come, I got to do what I'm asked to do. And I thank you all for being listener. Bulldog right now, they throws it up central. He catches the ball and another flag. Bland don't want to go home. Bland can't want to go home. 4 seconds. 4 seconds on the clock. Bland throw another flag. It rolled the clock. This ball game is over. It's over. The Greenwood High School Bulldogs get the win by a score of Greenwood 34, Holmes Central 6. Greenwood 34, Holmes Central 6. Greenwood 2-0 on this young season. Holmes Central fall to 0-2. Hey, I tell you what a night for football. What a great night for entertainment. Thanks to Lee Hall, Willie Dixon, and all the staff